Coaches, are you tired of creating content all the flippin' time? I know. If so, you're not alone. Content creation takes a lot of work, but it doesn't have to be. That's where content repurposing comes in. So what is content repurposing? Why should I do it? The benefits and the different ways to repurpose? Well, those are the topics I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you're spending too much time and money producing content for your business, the solution is to repurpose content you already have into multiple different ways. I'm talking about your past events, your webinars, your challenges, your workshops, etc., to drive viewers to your CTA, sell more tickets, book more sales calls, for example. I'm Josh Roberson. If you don't already know me, I'm the event ROI guy, and I help coaches like yourself boost their event profitability with my content repurposing system. We all agree content is king, whether it's a blog post, short form, long form video, podcast, or even a newsletter. Content is what makes you stand out and engage with your audience, but it needs to offer value. The value your audience finds interesting and or useful. And this can take a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of additional effort. But how do you create content that engages without spending months putting something together? Well, it's called content repurposing. This is where you take your existing content and adapt it to use across various platforms in various different formats. One company that comes to mind that does this very well is Marvel. Marvel creates its movies as its primary form of content. It breaks down those movies into smaller chunks called trailers. Then they also break those trailers down into even smaller chunks called clips, where they use them on their social media, their website, their wiki page, and their newsletters. They also create content on the characters and the comic books, expanding on the content just like a blog or an article would do, giving their audience multiple ways to engage with their content. But you don't have to be Marvel to do content repurposing well, and you don't even have to have their budgets either. So how does this actually work for you? Well, let's break it down. For example, your recorded session from your past event or webinar is, let's say, 45 minutes. Well, the first thing you need to do is analyze your video. Then you need to break the main talking points down into categories, what Marvel calls a trailer. Then you break those categories into subcategories, clips. Then you can post those clips on social media, your website, embed them in your newsletter, or use the categories and subcategories to create a podcast episode. But wait, there's even more. Do you need a blog post? Of course, we all do. You can transcribe your video, add nice titles and imagery, and bam, voila, you have a blog post for your website. But wait, there's even more. Yes, I said there's even more. You can take that blog post and break it down into smaller chunks. Now you have a weekly or daily newsletter to send out to your audience. Do you see how this works? There's so much you can do with one pre-recorded video. So coaches, why aren't you doing this with all of your pre-recorded event content? If you're saying, I don't have time, Josh, well, then you need to hire somebody who does. See, my team establishes a strategy, scrubs through your existing content, edits all the stuff, and posts it to your social media, driving viewers to your CTA, whatever that may be. So if you want this, let's schedule a 15-minute call to see if we're a good fit. Go ahead and click on the button down below this video to apply. For those of you that want this but don't have any recorded content, well, that's okay too, because we all have to start somewhere, and deciding to start is, well, the first step. So below this video, you'll see a link to my free 3-part video series giving you the basics to start recording quality content for your audience. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and be sure to check out my next videos.